Welcome back. In this video, we are looking at how businesses use key performance indicators, KPIs, to evaluate how well their operations strategies are performing. This is a really important part of the operations management process because it's not enough to just implement a strategy, businesses need to track whether it's actually working. KPIs help answer that question. So what exactly is a KPI? A KPI is a measurable value that indicates how effectively a business is achieving key objectives. In the context of operations, KPIs help monitor and assess performance in areas like efficiency, productivity, quality, and customer satisfaction. Essentially, they turn vague goals into measurable results. Let's take a closer look at some common KPIs you'll come across in operations management and break down what each one means and how a business might use it. First up is rate of productivity growth. This KPI measures how efficiently a business is using its inputs to produce outputs over time. An increase in productivity growth means the business is making more goods or services with the same, or fewer, resources. For example, if a furniture manufacturer starts using automated cutting machines and can produce 100 extra chairs per week with the same amount of timber and labor, their productivity has clearly improved. Businesses track this KPI to see whether changes in processes, technology, or training are leading to better output. Next is number of workplace accidents. This one's pretty straightforward. It tells a business how safe the workplace is. A lower number of accidents suggests the business is doing well in areas like staff training, safety procedures, and risk management. For example, a warehouse introducing new forklift safety protocols may monitor this KPI to check if the protocols are reducing incidents. High accident rates can also impact employee morale, lead to legal issues, or cause delays in production, so this is a really valuable measure. Then we have level of wastage. This refers to how much input is discarded during production. That could be excess materials, spoiled products, or energy waste. A high level of wastage usually means there's inefficiency in the system. For example, a bakery throwing out large amounts of unsold bread each day might investigate demand forecasting or production methods. Reducing wastage saves money and helps the environment, so many companies prioritize this KPI in their sustainability strategies. Another common KPI is rate of staff absenteeism. This measures the number of days employees are absent from work without valid reason. High absenteeism can be a red flag for poor employee morale, stress, lack of engagement, or even issues with workplace culture. If a call center implements a new rostering system and absenteeism drops, that's a sign the strategy might be improving work-life balance and job satisfaction. Next is number of customer complaints. This one gives insight into how customers are experiencing the end product or service. Fewer complaints usually indicate that quality and service levels are high. For example, if a fast food chain launches a new app and complaints about incorrect orders decline, it suggests the app is improving order accuracy. Businesses can also categorize complaints to identify patterns and focus improvements on specific areas. Then we have rate of staff turnover. This measures how frequently employees leave and need to be replaced. A high turnover rate can suggest problems in management, lack of career development, or poor work conditions. For example, a retail company might introduce mentoring programs or better rewards and track this KPI to see if staff retention improves. High turnover is costly, not just in recruitment, but in training and lost expertise, so businesses watch this one closely. Another key one is level of customer satisfaction. This is often measured through surveys, feedback scores, or net promoter scores. High satisfaction means customers are happy with the product or service, and happy customers tend to come back. For instance, an online retailer might track how satisfied customers are with delivery speed, packaging, and ease of returns. This can guide improvements that keep customers loyal. Let's also talk about market share. While this KPI is more common in marketing or finance, it's still relevant to operations. If your operations strategies lead to better product quality or lower prices, you might gain more customers and grow your share of the market. For example, if a business introduces lean production to cut costs and lower prices, and sales increase faster than competitors, that's reflected in market share data. And finally, there's net profit figures. Again, this is usually seen as a financial measure, but it directly reflects how well operations are running. If productivity is up, wastage is down, and quality is high, the business should see a positive impact on its bottom line. A sudden drop in profit might prompt managers to investigate whether operations strategies are failing somewhere along the line. So, how do businesses use KPIs in practice? They track these metrics regularly, sometimes daily, weekly, or monthly, and compare results over time. This helps managers make decisions. For example, if wastage suddenly spikes, they might check for machinery issues or supplier problems. If absenteeism increases, they may revisit HR policies or workload. Businesses can also benchmark their KPIs against industry standards to see how they compare to competitors. This helps identify areas where they might be falling behind or leading the pack. To wrap up, KPIs are not just numbers on a report. They are vital tools that help operations managers evaluate success, identify problems early, and make smart, evidence-based decisions. The better a business can measure what matters, the more effectively it can manage its operations. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description for your study notes and practice questions, and I'll see you in the next one.